One will be appointed to you. Okay.
On February 20th, 2025, officer dispatched the First Baptist Church. A caller stated that a white pickup truck parked behind the Baptist Church and two Hispanic males exited the truck and were walking around the property. The officer arrived on scene and observed one of the ground level windows opened and a window air conditioner unit pushed in on the inside of the building. The officers then observed two Hispanic males exit the doors on the west side of the building. The defendants then turn and look at the officers and then run in the opposite direction for approximately 30 yards to C Street, run an additional 20 yards to First Street, and then turn and run an additional 30 to 40 yards. Due to the circumstances of the incidents indicating this was possibly a burglary in progress, with fleeing suspects who could have been armed, the officers drew their duty pistol and gave defendant Love Jr. several commands to get on the ground and allow him time to comply. He disregarded the command, so the officer took defendant Love Jr. to the ground. Defendant Love III ran around the building and then subsequently followed commands to lay on the ground. They were both detained. Defendant Love Jr. stated that they panicked, so they ran. The officer stated, "You looked right at me and knew I was a cop, but you still ran," to which the defendant stated, "I know, bro, it wasn't the right thing to do, sir."
Your Honor.
They look at the cop and they run.
Yes, Your Honor.
Cops never tell them to stop. And what are they doing wrong? I guess, I mean, what is this, Minority Report? You know what I mean?
I don't have anything additional to say.
Guys, be careful. You know what I mean? How old are you, sir?
18.
You gotta be careful, man. When you start racking up convictions, life doesn't get easier, man. It gets so much more difficult. And the more convictions you rack up, you're only 18, man. Life doesn't get easier. You get bigger, fatter, you lose hair. It doesn't get easier. And the more convictions you get, the worse you make life. Life is all about money. And if you have money, then life is great. And you only get it with one thing. This or this. Hard work or knowledge. Going around picking up cases, that's not the right way. Don't pollute. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm going to find no probable cause on both of your cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take a seat.
Judge, this is Mr. Pierre Alexander.
Mr. Alexander?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alexander.
We're in front of you today on a evading case, Judge. I want to see if you hear PC on this one.
Okay. Oh, he has a fugitive case too.
Yes, that was appointed previously on the fugitive. It's out of Mississippi, but he's got an evading, which we're dealing with today.
Okay. And the bird, he's got an open bird of habitation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Alexander, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
On February 20th, 2025, at approximately 1:00 p.m., the officer was...
After the suspects are caught, one of them tries to explain what happened. He tells the officer they panicked, so they ran. But the officer fires back immediately, saying the suspect looked straight at him and clearly knew he was a cop. The defense then jumps in with a sarcastic comment, asking if police are now predicting crimes like a Minority Report. The courtroom tension suddenly turns a little funny.
Conducting a proactive investigation of a burglary of a habitation in Harris County, Texas. The officer was in plain clothes and driving an unmarked police vehicle. The officer saw an individual matching the description of the suspect caught on ring camera burglarizing a house. The individual was later identified as the defendant. The officers observed the defendant crossing a road where no crosswalk was provided. And then the plainclothes officer advised a marked police unit to stop the defendant and ID him for the traffic violation. The officer approached the defendant in the marked police vehicle with emergency lights activated. The defendant noticed the officer and began to run through an apartment complex. The officer drove into the apartment complex and the officer in plain clothes drove into the apartment complex and he was able to cut off the defendant and apprehend him. The defendant evaded for approximately 300
He didn't even
yards.
tell him to stop?
So, but he was...
No.
No. We don't work on hunches, right? You can't assume anything.
I'm not, Judge. I'm saying that he saw the emergency lights were activated and he ran away from the police officer.
Did he tell him to stop?
No, Judge.
After listening to the entire situation, the judge finally drops the decision. Despite the suspects running from police, the judge rules that the evidence simply isn't strong enough to justify the charge. In just a few seconds, he announces there's no probable cause for either defendant. Just like that, the case against both young men completely collapses.